somewhere in the world right now, someone is changing their life, not with a dramatic decision, not with a single heroic moment, with something almost invisible, a tiny habit, 1 degree off course, one small choice, repeated, and the entire trajectory of a human life, quietly, invisibly, begins to shift. Here is a number that should change the way you think about everything: 1%. If you get just 1% better at something every single day, by the end of 1 year, you will be 37 times better than when you started. 37 times. Not from one dramatic effort, not from grinding yourself into the ground, from 1% every day. And now consider the opposite. If you allow yourself to get 1% worse each day, one small compromise, one skipped session, one missed opportunity, by the end of that same year, you have declined almost to zero. This is the invisible math of habits. Success is not a single moment. It is the product of thousands of tiny, almost forgettable decisions, stacked day after day, until the compound interest kicks in. James Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential. Imagine an ice cube sitting on a table in a cold room. The temperature rises, 28 degrees, 29, 30, 31. Nothing happens. The ice sits there, unchanged. You would think your effort was wasted. Then, 32 degrees, and the ice begins to melt. The work was never wasted. It was stored, waiting for the moment the conditions were finally right. Your habits work the same way. You may not see the results today. You may not see them tomorrow. But underneath, the potential is building, waiting for its moment to melt. Here is the uncomfortable truth about goals. Every person who has ever competed in the same race had the same goal. Every athlete who stood at the same starting line wanted the same outcome. The goal did not separate the winner from the rest. The system did. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Goals are useful for setting a direction, but systems are what actually move you forward. A goal is the destination on the map. A system is the engine running while you drive. Stop obsessing over the destination. Start building the engine. And there is something even deeper than systems. Something James Clear argues is the true foundation of lasting change. Not what you do, not even how you do it, but who you believe you are while you are doing it. Identity. There are 2 ways to change your behavior. The first way starts from the outside. You set a goal. I want to lose weight. I want to write a book. I want to be more disciplined. This is outcome-based change, and it often fails because it relies on willpower pointed at a result. The second way starts from the inside. You ask a different question entirely. What kind of person do I want to become? And then you begin to act like that person, not perfectly, not completely, but directionally, consistently. Do not say, I am trying to quit smoking. Say, I am not a smoker. Do not say, I want to read more books. Say, I am a reader. Because every single action you take is a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. Miss a workout? That is a vote. Show up tired and do it anyway? That is also a vote. No single vote decides the election, but enough votes cast in the same direction, and the identity begins to change. And once the identity changes, the behavior that once required effort becomes simply what you do. So how do you actually build a habit? Clear gives us a framework so clean. It almost seems too simple. 4 laws. 1 loop. Every behavior you have ever performed follows this sequence. A cue triggers a craving. The craving motivates a response. The response delivers a reward. The reward reinforces the cue. And the loop runs again. Want to build a good habit? Work with the loop, not against it. Law 1. Make it obvious. The cue must be visible. If the habit you want is reading, place the book on your pillow, not on the shelf. On your pillow. Your environment is quietly controlling your behavior at all times. Become the architect of your own environment. Law 2. Make it attractive. You do not do things because they are good for you. You do them because you want to. So bundle your temptations. Only allow yourself your favorite podcast while you are exercising. Only allow yourself that coffee while you are planning your day. Attach the thing you want to do to the thing you need to do. Law 3. Make it easy. We are biologically wired toward the path of least resistance. Do not fight that. Use it. Reduce the friction between you and your best habits. Increase the friction between you and your worst ones. Put the guitar out in the middle of the room. Put the phone in another room. Design the environment so the good choice requires almost no decision at all. And when starting something new, follow the 2-minute rule. The habit should take less than 2 minutes to begin. Not to complete. To begin. Read 1 page. Put on workout clothes. Write 1 sentence. The goal is to show up. Consistency before intensity. Always. Law 4. Make it satisfying. We repeat what feels good in the moment. Give yourself an immediate reward. Track your streaks, check the box, mark the calendar, make the invisible progress visible. Because what gets measured gets repeated. There is one rule that separates those who build habits from those who merely intend to. Never miss twice. You will miss a day. Life will interrupt. Illness, travel, exhaustion. They are coming. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the beginning of a new habit. The bad kind. Show up even when it is imperfect. A shortened workout still counts. A single paragraph still counts. 1 minute of meditation still counts. Because you are not maintaining the habit. You are maintaining the identity. And as the habits grow, watch for the danger of boredom. The biggest threat to your system is not failure. It is comfort. It is the moment the habit becomes so automatic that you stop bringing your full attention to it. That is when growth stops. That is when you need to deliberately push the edge. Find the Goldilocks zone, the task that is just challenging enough to keep you engaged without breaking you. Right at the boundary of your current ability. You are not your past decisions. You are not your failed attempts. You are not the version of yourself that gave up last time. You are the accumulation of your next choices. You are the habits you are building right now, in this moment. Every day, thousands of tiny votes are being cast for who you are, for who you are becoming. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. You need to be directional. You need to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. That is it. That is the entire game. Get 1% better every single day and let the math do the rest.